Hi students, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Pathan, and today we are going to discuss another important concept in electrochemistry, that is Faraday's laws of electrolysis. In last class we discussed electrolysis, mechanism of electrolysis, metal deposition order, discharge potential. Now, a great scientist, Mr. Faraday, given experimental theory based on electrolysis, results of electrolysis, and he made two laws based on electrolysis. Faraday's laws belongs to electrolysis of electrolytes, and he given two laws, that is we are calling Faraday's laws of electrolysis. Today I am going to explain first law. As we learned already about electrolysis. See here, what is meant by electrolysis means electrolyte decomposition at electrodes by passing of electrical current. The cell we are using for electrolysis is called electrolytic cell, anode oxidation, cathode reduction. Electrons will move anode to cathode, electricity will, that is current, will move cathode to anode. This I explained in last class. If anybody need, go to my channel and there you have clear information. So left side oxidation, right side reduction. Oxidation nothing but loss of electrons, reduction nothing but gain of electron. This we learn. But we know electrolysis method clearly, and what Faraday explained means when electrolysis takes place, for example here I took copper sulfate electrolyte. When copper sulfate electrolyte we took, electrolysis will be takes place. See here, copper sulfate subjected to electrolysis. This is aqueous. You are getting copper 2 plus ions and sulfate 2 minus ions. This copper sulfate will deposit on cathode. See, always metal deposit by taking 2 electrons and it is converting into metal, means charge discharged, and this metal will deposit on cathode. And the Faraday law explaining how much metal will deposit on cathode, that will be explained by Mr. Faraday. So Faraday first law explaining the amount of substance deposited on cathode when we pass electrical current. According to him, the amount of substance deposited on cathode depending on the amount of electricity we are passing. Amount of electricity we are passing. Clear? So how much metal deposited on cathode depending on the charge we are passing through electrolyte. That is Faraday's first law. Clear? Let me discuss. In detail. See here, the amount of substance deposited or electrolyzed is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity, means how much electricity we are passing, and that depends. Clear? So the amount of substance deposited on cathode depending on the quantity of electricity means amount of substance M is directly proportional to quantity of electricity. Electricity generally we are showing with Q. Small q also you can write, no problem. M is directly proportional to q. Here m equal to mass of substance. Clear? Mass of substance or amount of substance. Q equal to electricity. Q equal to electricity. How much electricity we pass, that much matter, that is metal, will be deposited on cathode. But we learned that Q equal to IT. We learned that Q equal to IT. We know already in our physics Q equal to IT. If you substitute this Q equal to IT in this equation, you are getting M is directly proportional to IT. M is directly proportional to IT. Clear? Q place we are substituting IT. M is directly proportional to IT. If you are removing this proportion, then a constant will get. That constant we are calling here as M equal to ZIT. M equal to ZIT. Now one term I will give. M you know, Q you know. What is here I means? I equal to that we are calling as I nothing but current. I nothing but current. T nothing but time. T nothing but time. So time we are measuring in second, and the electricity we are measuring in coulomb. You know very well, coulomb. Electricity we are measuring in coulomb. Current we are measuring in ampere. Current we are measuring in ampere. These terms already we know. What about Z means? Z nothing but electrochemical equivalent. Electrochemical equivalent. It is constant. Electrochemical equivalent. Z nothing but electrochemical equivalent. Clear? The constant value. And Z value, or you can go for first Z formula. Z how can we calculate means electrochemical equivalent equal to electrochemical equivalent equal to E upon F. Z formula E upon F. E equal to equivalent mass. Equivalent mass. And F equal to Faraday. F equal to Faraday. F nothing but 96,500 coulombs. Clear? It is also one constant value. 1 Faraday value how much? 96,500 coulombs. How we got this value means 1 Faraday nothing but 1 Faraday nothing but charge of 1 mole. 1 mole electron. 1 Faraday nothing but charge of 1 mole electron. 1 electron charge you know 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. And remaining you have to calculate for 1 mole. Means you have to multiply with Avogadro number. And this is Faraday value. Very important. This electrochemical equivalent weight that is equivalent mass, Z value they will give in the exam to solve numericals. Clear? But what is meant by this electrochemical equivalent means the weight of substance, the weight of substance deposited, the weight of substance deposited on electrodes for 1 mole coulomb, 1 more coulomb of electricity means when 1 mole of electricity we passed, the amount of substance deposited on cathode is called electrochemical equivalent. Z. This Z depend on only nature of electrolyte. Important, very important. Nature of electrolyte. Clear? Nature of electrolyte. Z value depending on nature of electrolyte. And here we use the formula Z equal to E by F. E means equivalent mass. How we can learn or calculate equivalent mass means equivalent mass E equal to molar mass upon n factor. Molar mass upon n factor. N factor already we learned. Or you can go for equivalent weight equal to molecule not there, atomic mass, atoms are there, then atomic mass upon n factor. Molecule is there, molar mass, atom is there, atomic mass. This is very important. N factor for acids, n factor for base, n factor for salts, n factor for oxidizing agent, n factor for reducing agent. These all we learned already in first PUC. If anybody need n factor, you go my channel in electrochemistry, I explain in detail. But in electrochemistry, n factor we need only very simple. N factor equal to, here in electrochemistry, change in or simply change of electrons, nothing but transfer of electrons. How it will be means, say simple. Here copper sulfate decomposed to Cu2 plus SO4 2 minus. This Cu2 plus ions moving towards cathode, and by taking 2 electrons it will convert to Cu metal. How many electrons are transferred to copper? 2 electrons. So n factor for copper here is 2. For example, aluminum n factor how much? 3. Plus minus you should not take. And sodium chloride we took. Sodium chloride converted into Na plus Cl minus. Sodium how much charge is there? 1. So sodium n factor is 1. For example, hydrogen gas given, n factor is 2. Why? Because each hydrogen charge is plus 1 unit. 2 hydrogens are there now, 2. And chlorine gas given, for example like this Cl2, n factor is 2. And calcium given, n factor is 2. And iron is given, n factor is 2. Generally iron exhibit plus 2. Plus 3 also is there, but general existence plus 2. So this is. So how many electrons are transferred to discharge this charged particle? Means this is already charged particle. Na? To discharge we have to add the electrons. That is we are calling discharge potential. In last video I explained. So how many electrons it required to discharge? That is only n factor. That is only n factor. For example, magnesium 2 plus, n factor 2. Clear? Barium 2 plus, n factor 2. Carbon, n factor 4, like that. So how many electrons required to discharge, or a number of electrons change. For example, somewhere in the reaction Fe2 plus converted to Fe3 plus. Fe3 plus. How many electrons change? 1 electron. That's why n factor is 1. Like this also we have to calculate. So Fe2 plus converted to Fe3 plus. So how many electrons changed? 1 electron. This is n factor. N factor is 1. For example, Cu plus converted to Cu plus 2. How many electrons changed? 1. So n factor is 1, like that. So number of electrons changed or transfer of electrons is called n factor. This is very important in electrochemistry and you have to remember. Generally for iron, n factor 2, that is 2 plus, and for aluminum, n factor 3, and for copper, n factor 2, like this. So this is about Faraday's first law. Faraday's first law explaining the amount of substance deposited at or electrolyzed is directly proportional to quantity of the electricity we passed. M is directly proportional to Q. You know very well Q equal to IT. That's why M is proportional to IT. You have to remove the proportionality. ZIT you are getting. Here M equal to mass of substance, Q equal to electricity in coulombs, and I equal to current in amperes, and Z equal to, T equal to time in seconds, Z equal to electrochemical equivalent. Z formula E by F. E nothing but equivalent mass, and F nothing but Faraday. 1 Faraday value, remember, 96,500 coulombs. This nothing but charge of 1 mole electron. Charge of 1 mole electron. Z value they will give in the exam. No need to worry. No need to calculate. And Z units also we have. Gram per coulomb. Z units gram per coulomb. Gram per coulomb. Y means Z formula what? Equivalent weight. Equivalent weight nothing but mass. And that mass is in grams. Faraday nothing but in coulombs, charge. So coulombs. So current we have to use in charge in electricity, amount of electricity. So electrochemical equivalent Z units are gram per coulomb. And what is Z? Definition: the weight of substance deposited on electrodes for 1 mole coulomb of electricity passed is called electrochemical equivalent. Means when 1 mole coulomb of current passed through the electrolyte, how much substance is deposited, that is we are calling Z value. And how to calculate equivalent weight? If you want to calculate for molecule, molecular mass by n factor, for atom, atomic mass by n factor. For example, E you need for aluminium. Look here, for aluminium, Al 3 plus. Aluminium mass, 27. By how much electron charge is there? 3. So 27 by 3, nothing but 9. Equivalent mass of aluminium is 9. Like this you can calculate. In numericals, I will explain again, and you have to learn this first formula, Faraday law, and formula and the terms, these all. So this formula is very important. M equal to ZIT. M mass of substance, Z electrochemical equivalent, I current, T time. This formula most useful to solve the numericals. So if you like this concept, please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. They will be benefitable. Be safe at home. Thank you.